Hi everyone, this is Tuplex. Welcome back. Before we get started today, I just want to put out another plug for the multiplayer server. This is a 24/7 hosted server that I am funding out of the very modest earnings that come from the YouTube channel. So if you're interested in doing some multiplayer, stop by my Discord channel and you can get the server info and the password to join. Anyone is welcome. You don't have to be a Factorio expert to join. Just be willing to look around and find something useful to do and chip in. All right, so before we get started today, I have made a couple minor changes here in the base since the last episode. The first thing I did is I converted my iron depot in the main base to feed 5 dedicated lines out. You may remember that previously I was bringing 8 yellow belts out and then merging those into 4 red. The problem with that was that this last iron line and the steel line both had to share a belt. And that meant, and I couldn't feed them both. All right, so I put in an 8-to-5 splitter, which is terribly ugly, but does get the job done. So we can put in 8 red belts and get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red belts out. So now I have 1 each for the iron lines and then 1 dedicated line for the steel. So we can keep those cranking away. We are burning through a lot of resources doing this space construction research. So I wanted to upgrade that. The other thing that I did is because we were running low on iron ore, I set up another iron mine over here. Okay, so this is iron mine number 2. I'm not sure how many drills I've got on this thing, but it's quite a few. 254. And it looks like I could use another mining drill right there. I don't know why I missed that particular spot, but everything else is covered. And I also need to get some belt there. Everything else should be working okay. And then this coincidentally gave me 8 belts. So that goes into an 8-to-8 balancer and then over here. So we're doing pretty good with iron now. Like I said before, this one is just not keeping up anymore. This one's only got 96 drills on it. So by adding that second mine, we're essentially quadrupling our iron ore production, which is a good thing. And I think that's about the only changes that I've made. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Everything else is going okay. I have seen on a couple occasions all of the 282 trains have been out. So I think we may need to add a second depot sometime soon with some additional 282 trains, at least those. I think we're going to be okay with fluid trains for a while. We're really not utilizing these very much at all. There's usually only one at a time that's out. The other trains are in much heavier rotation. Yeah, see here you can see that all the 282 trains are out, which means that if a request comes in, it's going to have to wait for a train to return, which could slow us down. It's not going to slow us down right now, but it will eventually. So I've added that to my to-do list. All right, so in the previous episode, let me get out of map view here. In the previous episode, we had set up some module production. So we're making level 3 modules now. What I'd like to do is go over there and we've got a little bit of a traffic jam here. Okay, not a big deal. So I'd like to go over there and pick up modules and continue with our module upgrades throughout the rest of the base. So everywhere that we've got level 1 productivity modules, I want to get those upgraded to level 3s, and then we'll start making level 3 speed modules and upgrade those as well. And as we do that, that obviously is going to put additional strain on our other resources, like the mines. So we might have to add additional iron and copper patches to accommodate the increased production rates. Okay, so where we left things off, I've got, okay, all right, I've got close to 200 modules. Now over here we don't have any blue circuits. So let's take a look at blue circuit production and see how we're doing. We got 7,000, which is a good amount, but won't last very long. And we've got a request threshold of 32. So rather than wait for 32,000, I think I'll just hand deliver those again, so that we can continue getting more. Whoops. Continue getting more modules, I should say. So I'll leave all my stuff here. There we go. Oh, and somebody told me that you should not use the cargo hold on the airplane, because if you fly over an inserter, it can take stuff off of your plane. I thought that was pretty funny. Yeah, so if you're using a plane and you find stuff going missing and you're not sure why, it might be because you flew above an inserter and got pickpocketed. All right. I wonder if we should consider... Yeah, I think we should consider doubling up on our blue circuit production. Let's take a look here. All right, that one is going to consume 6 red and 60 green per second. 6 red and 60 green per second. Red circuits we're making 36. Green we're making 139. So 660. Yeah, so I think our... Yeah, I don't think we'll be able to support more blue circuit production right now because of our green circuit. I think that's going to be a bottleneck. So we'll just continue with the modules for now. All right, so we've done space construction, and that unlocks all of the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 different researches in the SpaceX tier or tree. So faster than light theory, 250,000. You know what we could do? We could start setting up red science production and start working on faster than light theory. And then there's faster than light theory B, C, and then faster than light propulsion systems. Now we'll run out of copper with that too. But yeah, that might be something. I think that's what we'll do once I get modules in place. And I think red circuits, are we fully upgraded on modules now? Once we get modules upgraded in what we have already, then I think we'll start getting set up for that first faster than light propulsion research. It'll be nice to start making progress on that stuff. All right, I need to go pick up my items. Okay. All right. Okay. So red circuit production is fully upgraded on productivity modules. The next will be the green circuits. So let's start working on that. Here we are. This is where we really need it. More so than on red. And this will reduce our copper consumption significantly. Because remember, we get a 40% bonus on outputs here. So that means that we'll consume not 40% less, but if we do 1 divided by, I wish I could use the numpad for this thing. It's ridiculous. If we do 1 divided by 1.4, yeah, so we'll use 29% less copper just by upgrading the modules on these green circuits. And I think that's going to make a big difference for us because the copper is the bottleneck. Of course, it'll also help a lot when we get productivity modules on the smelting as well. And we'll do copper first for the same reason. All right, so let's get rid of those productivity ones that I've got. There we go. And pick up some more 3s. We don't have too many of them at the moment. Yeah, we're going to have to wait a while for those to get done. So maybe what we can do... How many productivity ones do we have in here now? Oh, wow. I only see about 20. Okay, so it seems like... Yeah, it seems like all the extra productivity 1 modules that we had have been mostly consumed at this point. There's a few extra ones here, but not too many. Okay, so that eliminates the head start that we had. And I think I don't have any back in the main base either, do I? No, I don't see any. Okay. So we won't... the reason I was checking that is because I was just thinking that maybe we could save some time by using productivity ones in smelting and then upgrading them, but we just don't have a lot of productivity ones available besides what's on the belt here. So I think there's not much point in that. We'll just have to wait. So in the meantime, let's continue upgrading the green circuits. And then we can also start putting beacons and speed modules in the smelting area. That'll help us burn through our resources even faster. You know, and maybe I just need another copper mine. I think another copper mine would be a good idea. Let's take a look. Okay. No. A copper mine is not what we need. What we need is more speed and more productivity. So let's go get some beacons and speed modules over there. That'll give us an immediate boost in output. And we'll start burning through all that copper ore. All right, so let me ask for 100 beacons. Let's make it 150. I think I can hold 150. Yep, just barely. All right, and we'll start beaconizing our setup over here. All right, so first one will go right here. And the last one goes there. We're going to need another power pole. Okay, and we will load in the modules. And then we'll just blueprint it. Okay, so now all of these, oh, I should have gotten that. I should have tried to get that power pole in there in the blueprint as well. Okay, well, it's not a big deal. I can add that. All right, so now these have plus 160 bonus. That means I'm going to need to upgrade these belts because now we can see that the belt is saturated, which is great. I'm happy that the belt is saturated. All right, and we'll add a bunch more of these. Just going to be very careful to make sure I get them properly aligned. And as you can see, I have expertly placed those copper ore belts to be just out of the way of the beacons. Okay, now let's talk about, oh, maybe I don't need to upgrade it. Well, I probably will when I switch to level 3 modules. Yeah, and when I get productivity in, I'm definitely going to need blue belts, because that's what this was designed for, right? Blue belts. So let's think about intelligently upgrading. I could replace these with blue belts from the very first machine. Right? Now, a blue belt is 50% faster than a red belt. Right? Because a blue belt moves 40 per second, a yellow belt moves 1/3 of that, and a red belt moves 2/3 of that. So that means that the first 2/3 of these lines could stay red, and then I can just upgrade the last third of it to blue, and that'll save me some materials. So I've got 22 furnaces here. What's 2/3 of 22? It's about 15, right? 2/3 of 21 is 14. Whoa, what happened to my power? 480 megawatts. What the? I should have a lot more than that. Oh. Yeah. Remember I turned off those other reactors? I don't know if you guys remember, but I turned off the fuel requests for the 4 additional reactors that I pulled in. So let's get that turned back on because we're running low on power now. Luckily for me, that's an easy fix. Also lucky that I remembered that I did that. All right, so all we have to do is just put put the requests back on these requester chests, and they'll get the fuel. There they go. All right. Problem solved. Okay. So yeah, so what I'll do is after the 14th furnace on the line, I will start putting in blue belt the rest of the way out. All right, so let's count 14. Okay, this is machine 14 right here. Right, so from here up, we need to go to blue belt. Like that. And I'll just go up to there for now until I get the rest of these done. Let's do this the easy way. All right, that's set for red to blue. All right, right here. We'll upgrade all of that. We'll upgrade that. We'll upgrade that. That. And that. The ore, I believe, can all be red belt. I'm not certain of that, but I'm pretty sure. All right, upgrade the balancer. How we doing on red stuff? I'm starting to run out. Or blue stuff, I mean. I'll try to at least get the first side upgraded. And is that upgrading my mini loaders too? I don't think it is. Oh yeah, it should be. Express. All right, that one's not express. I need to make more express. Oh no, I have a lot of express mini loaders. Why didn't that one get upgraded? Maybe I didn't select it. There we go. Okay. All right, so now we're running on blue belts, at least where it counts. Okay, and I need more beacons and more modules. Uh-oh. Okay, and it looks like the ore belts are going to have to be upgraded too. All right, I'm almost out of blue belts, so we can do this partially at least. All right. Hang on. Right. Okay. Well, these first belts coming out don't need to be blue, but I've already upgraded them. I'm not going to downgrade them. All right. Now I need as many speed modules as possible. I think we only have about 200. Whoops. 52. Is that after I get my 200? I didn't even get 200. All right, here comes some more. Yeah, I think I'm only accumulating 100 of those. So let me turn that up. Yeah. Let's make that 1,000. Okay, and I'll get rid of these mining drills. And that way I can grab some more modules. I'm not sure if I'm going to need all those, but we'll get what we can. Right, so now we're just going to be kind of chasing constraints for a while, removing bottlenecks. That'll be the name of the game for the next, maybe the next couple of episodes. Okay, yeah, let's do this first, because this will help a lot. Yeah, we're going from crafting speed 2 to crafting speed 3.6. So that's pretty significant impact. Yeah, that should actually go there. I'll put that one there. Whoops. Right there, right there. Right there. Right there. Move that down one, move that down one. There. Okay, so we got all the speed modules on copper. Awesome. All right. So do I still need to upgrade these belts? Yeah, I do. Yeah, and you know, conversely, on this side, we could probably get away with just upgrading the belts to blue for the first 2/3 of the machines. Up to there. And then use red the rest of the way. So I think that's not a bad idea. Okay. Something's wrong here. Oh, these are yellow. Okay. Well, I'm going to change these to red. And red is enough here because 2 reds are more capacity than you can get through. And these are express mini loaders. We don't need those. We can replace those with fast. Whoops. All right, so I want to go from express mini loader to fast mini loader in this case. We'll downgrade those again. Okay. Now this is going to start. My power is still low. Okay, that's not good. Okay, all the reactors are running. I'm still not getting enough steam down there. Whoa, there's like... very little steam up on the top here. I hope I'm not going to have to change my design. But yeah, I mean, if I can't fix this. Okay, well, I see I'm missing a pump there. That could have something to do with it, but there's not a whole lot of steam getting down that far anyway. Oh my god, this side is even worse. Are we not getting enough water? Water seems to be okay. They all have water, and lots of it. Alright, let's try... Okay, well, one thing we could try is we could try giving each row of boilers its own 2 pumps. Yeah, and these are just not getting as much water, I think, because of the pipes. And is that too long? Yeah, that's one too long. Okay, well, I could probably improve things by just doing this. That's fewer pipe segments, and it should give us more flow. Temperature's fine. We're just not getting... like, the steam here is barely even moving. Let me try... yeah, let's try something here. All right, where are my pumps? Here we go. Okay, how are we doing now? No steam. Maybe they're not getting enough water. The steam's not moving. Right, like shouldn't I see these numbers, these steam numbers change a little bit, at least? Yeah, that didn't help at all. All right, what happens if I put something there? Does it fill up? Yeah, it fills up pretty darn quickly. Well, maybe not quickly enough. Okay, but at least that means that steam is flowing through there. It just doesn't look like it's flowing through. Okay. Oh, yeah, here's a problem. That'll do it. And I wonder if I have the same problem on the other side. I don't. Okay. So on this side, who knows what the problem is. All right, so at least, yeah, we should be getting up to 1.4 gigawatts, I believe. 8 reactors, so that's 4, 16 plus 12 is 28. 28 times 40. $1.1 gigawatts is what I should be getting out of this. Okay, yeah, so maybe we're good. However, I am alarmed that at this early stage in the game, I'm almost maxed out on my power. Or I'm already over a gigawatt. I haven't really even started making anything yet. Okay, well, assuming that the power is working correctly now, that still means that I need to expand my power again. At least before I add any more speed modules. Yeah, because speed modules are what increase the power consumption, not the productivity modules. All right, yeah, so the blue belt upgrades, I think, were the right thing to do on the ore, because we can see now that all these furnaces are being fed, whereas the ones that we haven't upgraded yet are starved on the last few machines. So I'll go ahead and continue making that change over here. And then I think in the next episode we'll have to add some more power and then continue on our way. Let's see how we're doing on productivity. Yeah, I've got another couple hundred productivity modules, and we're out of blue circuits again. All right, so we'll get into that in the next episode. Thanks for watching. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.